Hey guys, Basic Painter here. Just a quick little video on just what's going on right now. So, it's a tough world out there for everybody right now with this COVID-19 thing going on, and you know, some people are getting so frustrated with it that you know, they're starting to think that it's just a bunch of baloney. You know, you get other people that swear to God that it's really that bad, and you know, some places maybe it is really bad. Other places where, like I am right now, it's really not that bad. If anything, it's kind of slowed everything else down. Today's episode, I'm just basically talking about where I'm at, what's going on, and what's going to be happening soon. Where I'm at is I'm in a situation where everything is taking longer. I'm still working an essential job because it deals with security and whatnot. So I'm still working a regular, you know, full-time job right now, where you know a lot of people have a little bit more time on their hands, I guess, because they're laid off or whatever. They're not working. I'm actually quite grateful that I'm still working. I think that would drive me crazy if I was just sitting around all day doing nothing. And not to say that people are just sitting around doing nothing. I have lots of stuff I could get done, really. But then the problem is that how can you? Right? So what's going on right now is that we've got circumstances where there's only like one big box store that's open that carries, you know, maybe everything that you could need for multiple things like Walmart or Home Depot. And because it's the only places that are open, everybody's going there. So it means there's a mile-long lineup. They're only letting so many people in at a time. So, you know, if you got to go to a place like Home Depot, you may as well plan a day trip. Pack yourself a lunch, bring yourself a camp stove or something. You know, maybe even a cot so you can catch a snooze. You're going to be there a while. It could be you just have something that you need to buy that's going to take 2 minutes. When I say Amazon is winning, the other issue and the other reasons for that is the fact that when you go to these stores, it doesn't matter where, Canadian Tire, Walmart, wherever, right? You also have employees that are empowered with what I call the Google brain. You know, so you go there, one, expecting that they have the stock, the prime thing that you're looking for, the thing that everybody wants, you know, whatever that case may be. Maybe it's the most common thing you would buy for an automotive situation, or you know, maybe it's just something simple like batteries, or you know, maybe it's the coolest device out there, or electronic thing, or a video game, right? But either way, right, they don't have it. They usually tell you have to order it, and instead of having an empowered, knowledgeable employee, you know, that knows where everything is, can tell you what these things do, knows what it is you're talking about when you say, hey, you know, I'm looking for, you know, 5W30 for my vehicle, or you know, I'm looking for a specific spark plug or window wiper, or you know, whatever the case is, or, you know, maybe it's a specific tool, or I'm a welder and I need some 7018 rods or 6013s. Can you show me where those are? Right? You know what they do? Well, I can look it up for you. And they pull out their Google brain and they go to the web, just like I can at home, and it tells them if they have it in stock and maybe what aisle it's in. And they go, well, it says we have some. It's in aisle 83. I could have done that myself, right? But you know, they don't even know what it is. And if their Google brain broke down, they're brainless. They're completely, utterly brainless. So many kids like that nowadays too, right? You know, like they don't understand how to do anything. They don't understand how to cook. They don't understand how to do simple mathematics, right? You know, unless they have their Google brain with them, right? Whip out their Google brain. That'll tell you, you know, that 9 times 9 is 81, right? You know, whip out that Google brain. It'll tell you, you know, that you have to braise the lamb before you go and actually continue cooking it. Like, they don't learn anything because they don't need to. They could just bring up the Google brain. Tells them what to do. Siri, tell me how to do this. Right? And then when it breaks down, they're completely brainless. And it's the same thing in the shops. So they don't have anything in stock, and they don't have anyone there that's actually capable of really helping you. So, Amazon wins again. It's ridiculous. Today I went into Canadian Tire and I bought a couple of things. One of the things I needed, I was looking at it. It did look like it was going to fit the device that I had. I left and went to my car for 2 seconds to check, and it didn't fit. So I was just going to return it. Wouldn't let me back in. I had to go all the way to the back of a super long lineup again, waste another hour just to go back and return something. Amazon's winning, right? You know, because it's training more and more and more people how to order online, you know, how they can get stuff back. You know, they could just order whatever it is they want, and then whatever stuff doesn't work, they just ship it back. You know, 90% of the time, shipment costs are free, and it goes right to your door, and then it gets refunded back to your account easily. You don't have to go down somewhere to do it. You can even make your orders at 12 o'clock midnight if you wanted to, right? You know, you can shop whenever you want. The only thing that you have to get used to is waiting for it to come in. Well, you know, when you have to wait in a line like that right now, people are going to just start ordering on Amazon. So you get all of these smaller companies and stuff that are saying, oh, please support us. You know, well, it's getting pretty tough to do that when it's about time. And, you know, time and money, it's one or the other. You're spending one or you're spending the other. And not a lot of people have time. Some people do. But then you go to these places and they don't have anything in stock. Now in a big city like Toronto, Montreal, or Ottawa, or wherever, like, you know, some of the major cities, you know, you can always get whatever you want. You could jump on a transit train like the TTC and go halfway across a ginormous city still to get to a specific place that deals with what you're looking for, and you can still get it. But in a place like I am, you know, up in North Bay, Ontario, 90% of the time, nobody in that city has anything. So what I'm specifically talking about now is, again, where it costs time, and right now I don't have a lot of time. I have a little bit more money, right? So I've decided to upgrade my computer so that it takes less time to be able to render video and be able to do the editing and everything that I need to do so I can get more videos out in less time. I was able to do it a little bit more oftenly before because of circumstances, my wife working evenings, my daughter's asleep by that time, right? You know, I can, you know, easily do a little pick away at it a little bit every day and still have a video out by the end of the week. The way things are right now, I just haven't had the time to be able to do it like that. And then when I go to do the compilation, it ends up saying, oh, it'll take an hour and a half for this to render. I don't have an hour and a half. Right? You know, so I just, I guess I'll wait until tomorrow, I'll do it in the morning. And then I do so much and then I have to render again and then it takes so long again. I still had a decent computer, but it's just not fast enough to be able to produce what I need to produce as quickly as I need to do it, so that I can get at least a video out there for you guys every week or something. So, that said, what I'm doing is I'm ordering a new computer. I'm piecing it together myself, just like I did my last one that I'm using right now, which I built, you know, 11, 12 years ago. It's going to be a pretty pimped out machine. It's going to be pretty powerful. I'm sticking with Intel. I know a lot of people like AMD and stuff like that. I find Intel's always never ever had an issue at all with compatibility to anything that I've ever used. It's just my personal preference, so I went with the i9-9900. I'll probably do a video on all the other components, like the Asus motherboard I bought, and how much RAM I got, and what kind of RAM I got, and blah 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 blah. So maybe I'll do that. But my point is that I ordered it all, and I actually didn't order it from Amazon. Amazon has been also taking their sweet time in delivering stuff as well. Plus, because there's so many people ordering on Amazon, you order something that says it's in stock, 3-4 days later, you get an email saying, we're not sure when you're going to be able to get it because there isn't any in stock, even though it said that there was. But maybe 6 orders just went through, they only had 5 in stock at the time, and yours went through 3 seconds after the 5th person purchased them. Right, so now all of a sudden you're stuck waiting, and you have no idea when you're going to get that part in. So I went to newegg.ca, and they were pretty good. But again, a lot of supplies are kind of missing right now. And the power supply that I needed and the case that I wanted, they didn't have it. So I ordered what I needed from Best Buy. Now, I've ordered something from them before. Again, I got it in a couple of days. I was actually pretty impressed. So I said, oh, well, you know what? I'll give them a shot and I'll order the case that I need, the power supply. And of course, I get an email back 3 days later. I've already got all the rest of my computer stuff in, but I don't have a case or a power supply because they turned around and said 3 days later, oh, by the way, we don't have any, and we're not sure when we're going to have some. And they just went ahead and refunded it back to my account. Nice, eh? Why not tell me the day of, or even 1 day after, so I can get on top of ordering it from somewhere else? But they gotta wait 3-4 days, right, for whatever happens, so that you're gonna be behind. So now I've got all this computer stuff sitting there. Still don't have a case. Still don't have a power supply. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go back to Amazon. Same thing. Now I was waiting for the power supply, and I'm waiting for the case. All of a sudden, they don't have the power supply in stock anymore. And they don't know when they're going to get another one in. Long story short, had to reorder another one of those. That's coming now, but the case is still taking an extra couple of days. It's so frustrating trying to get anything online right now. Not to mention other things, like I had a part I had to order for my toilet from my hybrid trailer, right? Part went in there, and I had to order that online because there's only like one RV place open in North Bay, and they tell you when you get to the counter, oh well, I'll have to order that part anyway. Well, what the freaking hell? If you got to order the part, why don't I just order it at home? It'll come straight to my door. Places are shooting themselves in the foot right now, right, by ordering everything online. For people, when people are just going to start ordering it online themselves, and then when they start seeing the convenience of other companies, and right now it's so bogged down for big companies like Amazon, because of course they're probably running a little more skeleton too, trying to keep their social distancing, with their own staff, who knows, right? Whatever way things are working in. Although places like Newegg seem to get stuff to you pretty snappy. Kind of bothers me a little bit, tells me that Amazon's dropping the ball. We're due for an interesting change coming in the next near future, because when this pandemic's over and everybody goes back to work, how many people are actually going to go and waste their time going to a Canadian Tire, going to a Home Depot, going to a wherever, just to get told they have to order it anyway? I bet you at least half of those people are probably not even going to bother going there anymore, because they've gotten so used to ordering things at home now and waiting for a couple of days for something. It's just a matter of adapting to that new style of shopping. Now, when it comes to shoppers, there's multiple kinds of shoppers. You have, ideal buyers that they know what they want, they come in, they want to buy it and leave. Those are your guys that are just going to buy stuff online all the time now anyway, right? But then you get your browsers, right? Well, that's people that are just kind of flicking through the pages online. But then when it comes to your spontaneous or impulse buyers, those ones, usually they buy more from a storefront. So those customers are just getting lost all completely together. And then the browsers, well, they're just still browsers. And they might turn into any one of those others, but if they turn into a impulse buyer, they're less likely to buy online because it's not an impulse anymore. They have to wait a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks, or if you're getting from China and some barge coming over with 50 million products so they can make their shipping free, so it takes like 3 months to get it or something. Like, it's just ridiculous, right? But they just start getting used to that, and if it's going to be like that, then they start convincing themselves why they don't need it. So those spontaneous buyers just don't buy anything anymore. I understand from a corporate company, when you take a look at your GMP, your gross marginal profit, right, and you take a look at devaluation of product, if items that you've purchased, and put into your warehouses to make readily available for your storefronts across Canada or the US or wherever, right, and then losing on the bottom line in the end because technology is moving so quickly now that by the time that it gets out onto the shelves, it's already discontinued. People are already looking for the new item, right? And you're now already losing money every day that goes by that those products are sitting there or in the warehouse not being sold because everybody's looking for the next new thing. So I completely understand, and that's why a lot of these companies are going and taking their products and putting it into a virtual warehouse, right? Meaning that they don't actually even own the product. They're getting it direct shipped from manufacturers a lot of times now, right? So that they eliminate devaluation of a product sitting in their warehouse because they don't even have it. So the minute that product is no longer mainstream, no longer something that people are looking for, right, they're not losing any money because they don't have any other product anyway. So they're saving. But at what kind of sacrifice? Right? Because there's so many people out there that go to a store expecting they're going to be able to get what they need when they go to that store. And every single time they're getting beat down and being told, we have to order it for you. How long do you think it's going to be before they're just not buying from you anymore at all? Right? So, little tidbit for out there for some of the corporate stuff. I've run businesses for many a years, so I know how it all works. And it's a give and take system, right? Yeah, okay, have some stuff online, right? But put the stuff online that doesn't sell that often. The hot stuff that sells all the time, put it in your freaking store. If it's a hardware store, or a lumber store, you don't fill it up with stuff and have no regular 2x4 studs. That'd just be ridiculous, right? Because you have so many people coming in looking for them. If you're telling everybody that height item, you have to order it online. How long before all those people just stop shopping there, right? You gotta think, you gotta use your brain, right? What's hot, what's not, what needs to go in the store. And when it comes to smaller communities, I know that's really tough to do, right? But if they don't start doing it, then these big companies like Amazon online, they win, man. They win. I'm doing it myself. I at least got something from Newegg for most of my stuff, right? But you know what? Everything I ordered for my recreational vehicle there, for my hybrid trailer, to an Aussie LP that I just bought the other day, to another copy of Windows 10. That's all Amazon. And how many other people out there, are just all Amazon now? When we rewind back all of this now, because I just started rambling, it's just so frustrating, right? Seeing our world and the way it's ticking right now, and everything is just about money. It's not about let's help this guy, let's get what this person needs. They don't give a crap. It's about the money. You know what? If they really need it, they'll order it online. From someone else now. But it's just mind-boggling, right? How money just totally takes over people, right? And in our country right now, everything's really haywire. We got a crazy premier that's doing crazy things, which I don't want to mention because I know even YouTube is somewhat biased when it comes to certain things. I don't want to eliminate my possibility of ever being monetized, right? But it makes it hard to kind of keep moving forward and having fun and doing stuff when you're just surrounded by this chaos. You know, and I'm sure everybody feels that way. You know, like I'm very fortunate. Nobody's sick right now. I'm not sick. You know, families, everybody's okay. So I'm fortunate. I'm very glad that, you know, even for a lot of friends and family, like everybody seems to be fine. You know, and there's a lot of people out there that well, a lot of people didn't even make it, right? So it's pretty crazy. But the moral of the story, anyway, is that after this is all said and done, after I've got this computer built, it's going to save me some time at least, so that I can try and squeeze a little bit more in to be able to get some more videos out to you guys, right, to keep the painting going. But also on top of that, I'd like to expand a little, because I've also got PBSW, right, and that's my solid woods, and I will be doing some carpentry stuff on another channel, that once it's all put together, I'll put some links, cross-link it together. We're also survivalists, camping and whatnot as well. And I have another buddy who has a channel. We might be doing some cross video photography and some of the camping excursions that we go on. Right, so some pretty cool stuff. But to be able to handle all of that, to be able to do all of that, and to be able to video edit all of that, I definitely needed to upgrade the computer to be able to handle it. That's pretty much all I got, guys. You know, I'm gonna start working on another video. I kind of already have, you know, a little spoiler there. It is going to be another Gloomhaven character, so, you know, look forward to that in the next near little while. I'm hoping I can get it out there by next week. It just depends when I get all this stuff in for this computer. Now, then I'm going to be probably focusing on building that, and I'll be probably doing a video on how I built it and what I put into it. I think it's going to be a pretty smoking computer to be able to do the editing and everything that we need. You know, until next time, guys, stay safe out there, you know, and I apologize for not getting some more videos out there more readily and more available to you guys, but it's coming. You know, as soon as I get this stuff taken care of, you know, then we'll be able to really start getting some more videos out there at the same time too, right? And make it fun. So, until next time, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next video. And I'd just like to mention again, if you like the video, please smash that like button. I always appreciate new subscribers. You know, share, and of course comment. Let me know what you think about the circumstances, the situations that are going on, Canada, US, internationally. It's always interesting. Thanks for watching, guys.